Hello and welcome to the OOP Troop for this month. We've got young Ezekiel here this month, and he is, how old is he?
He's 4 months.
4 months. Sorry, Mum's doing the camera. Thank you, Jolene. So he's 4 months. So this month we're looking at the age from around 3 to 5 months old. So you will have noticed they're becoming a lot more social. They're looking at you, they're smiling and responding. They're reaching and perhaps wanting to move their body over a lot more. They're becoming a lot more inquisitive, grabbing and transferring things, and they're becoming aware that their arms and legs are actually part of them and they're very useful. So the aim of play at this stage is, very similar to, sorry, I'm just trying to stop this bumping his head. The first couple months. We're still very much getting to know each other and enjoying each other. Just, time spent with each other is wonderful. And the activities that I'll show today really just feed into what they're interested in at the moment. So you can take stuff from today that maybe your child, you've seen them start doing and do some activities that match that. So, in the mouth, they love things in the mouth. So our first activity is called the box of entertainment. Ooh, and he's very excited. So you'll see the book explains it in a lot of detail. But I'll give you a rundown. So a box that's sturdy. This one's getting a bit wobbly. But yeah, cut off the top. It's great if it's at a height where as they start crawling and kneeling, they can pull themselves up on it. You can store stuff in it, as well as each side can have a purpose. So you'll see this side, you can do a hole, you can play peekaboo. You can leave them plain or you can paint them. You can have just a plain side, because what I'll do is, you're losing your entertainment. You can just peg things on that are shiny, that move, that make a little sound. So it's good not to have still too many things to stimulate them. Just a couple things that they can really take notice of, take their time with. It's great. And you can have a textured side. Just watch these cotton balls. I notice they can be pulled off. So perhaps find something else that's soft, like just a kitchen sponge or whatever else that's textured. Something that's rough. That's really nice for them to explore. And then you could even have a side and put, like I've chosen animals, so you can start talking about animals, or if they love vehicles. Oh, you wouldn't know, but or put photos, family photos on there, so you can just have conversations. It's just a great start of having conversations and becoming more aware of their world. So using using the baby rings and just adjusting them is great, or adapting them to different activities is great. So I'm going to leave that here and just see what Ezekiel does. So this can promote, it's just lovely for interest, for just a change in your day, for them to stretch and reach to, and just take an interest in. They might start kind of rolling toward it as well. Not that we want to fasten those things, but when they're interested in using their body, it's lovely to give them a little challenge. So now I'm gonna, I wonder if you can feel the rough on his feet as well. Now I'm gonna do a second activity, and that's tummy time. And we all know about tummy time, that it's really great for strengthening their muscles, just a change of scenery. That's nice. It can just give them a bit of variety and some stimulation in He's a great model. So yeah, just some stimulation, you know, for their little developing brain to explore their world. So I'm going to set things up before I move him over in case. Does he like his tummy?
Yes, he's all right. He's not bad on his tummy.
Okay. So this can be nice outside as well. If you get a soft mat and then just hang their little hands over the end to touch the grass, or stick some flowers there. But I'm going to put a mirror, and you probably know by now that your baby loves the mirror. They love to see themselves. I'll be licking it and seeing how their mouth is forming. It can be a good awareness of the start of communicating in language. Oh, this is something that I like to make, some pipe cleaners with some bells on, and we'll just whack a little peg. So it's good to have things, doesn't need to be anything major, just a couple things around that maybe they can look at, manipulate or stretch. If they tend to look toward one side, because often babies tend to favour a side, then put things like the box on their, on their kind of non-favoured side, and likewise when we do this. So let's roll you over, little guy. So we'll move that out of the way. Now, so we've got a mirror. He looks really strong and happy. You might find your baby doesn't really like the tummy, but you can just do it for as long as they like. As long as they're happy. It's just, it's good to just try it, as often as you can. So he's just more interested in looking around, I think, rather than these activities, which is okay as well. So I guess if you had a box, if you had an activity nearby that he's motivated in, that will encourage him in time to do some stretching and probably start rolling over. Now, the last exercise I've called wedgie, but not the nappy type wedgie, but this is just wedging activities or toys just in and around your space, your lounge room. So he's obviously excited. So, this is about just giving him that little bit of challenge. If, apparently Ezekiel, he is very good at rolling. So it's good to feed into that. Put stuff that's a little bit higher, a bit out of the reach. It's just promoting a bit of movement, creativity, interest, and strength, as they explore. So you can just put things that make a noise. That's good. There you go. Or just stuff anything they like in. And you'll see over here I've just hung stuff up higher. And just put a few things around their space, just to promote a bit of interest. And if you find they're not, they can't stay on their side, they're mainly on their back, you can just prop them up with a pillow or a towel. We could be a whole lot closer, couldn't we? Okay. How's that? So if you've got a bubby that just is happy to lounge around, just prop them on their side. And remember, if they've got that side that they prefer, perhaps prop them on their other side to get them strengthening the other side. So I'll leave him with that, and we'll just end, and I'm going to watch that doesn't tear off in his mouth, and we'll wind up for this podcast. So I'm wondering if you want to come up with 3 things that you're going to try this month out of what you've seen today. Maybe 3 things that you think your baby would really enjoy. He's kind of liking that, but he's not liking it. I'm just going to leave you with this little reading from this book about play for slightly older children. So children learn by doing. A child's inborn talent develops through experience. We can provide the right environment for those experiences, but the child himself must make use of the opportunities offered. Nobody can learn for a child. We can coach, explain, praise, demonstrate and correct our children, but if their bodies and minds are not engaged, very little is learned. We can foster their engagement by always encouraging their curiosity and expecting them to try new things and experiences. So our play is really just about promoting those new experiences for them to explore their world and their place in it, and to enjoy each other. So thank you again for listening, and we'll see you next month. Bye.